Today I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite films of all time, a film that I think is a true modern-day sci-fi horror masterpiece. This is 2014's A24’s Jonathan Glazer's Under the Skin. This is a movie, the first time I saw it, I did not like it at all. I thought it was completely devoid of emotion and confusing. It had no real purpose or plot. It was just Scarlett Johansson walking around the city killing people, until I rewatched this movie and rewatched it, and I've seen this movie maybe 10 times now. I'm going to be breaking down some of the big questions that I had the first time I had seen this movie. Like, what is Scarlett Johansson? Who is the motorcycle man? What's up with this dude? And what is the point? What is going on in this overall film? Now, there is no names of any characters in this film. So when I talk about characters, I'm just going to call Scarlett Johansson's character ScarJo. I'm going to call the dude on the motorcycle, Motorcycle Man, because no characters have any names in this film. Now, I believe this movie isn't quite open to interpretation. I think this film is very definite in what it is trying to say and what it is about. And I believe only the ending is open to interpretation. But to understand this movie, there is one thing we must all agree on at the start. In this film, Scarlett Johansson plays an alien. This is a predator hunting its prey story. Scarlett Johansson plays an alien from outer space that has come to Earth, stolen the skin of a beautiful woman, and spends her days scouting the streets of Scotland and luring men into her van to take them back to her mothership and feed their insides to the mothership. And they literally get sucked into the void. This is what this movie's about. It's an alien stealing men and feeding them to her mothership. Their blood and their guts and their organs and everything. Everything except the skin itself. The skin itself is disposable. She only wants everything under the skin. Now, something interesting to note. These scenes where she's driving around Scotland in this van and trying to lure men into her van, those are all real people and real scenes. Scarlett Johansson drove around and tried to lure real men into her van, and when she got in the van, then the producers and everyone would let them know, like, hey, we're making a movie, do you want to sign this contract and be in this movie? But these were all real people. Do you want to have your blood and guts sucked out into the void and have your skin just being this floating little plastic bag? When you see a lot of especially fantasy sci-fi movies, your main character is more of your ordinary, relatable character, and they're your eyes into this new world you're seeing. They're your vessel, your caveat, and you're seeing this world through their lens. Now, what makes Under the Skin so unique is that it flips this entire concept, and we see the world through the lens of an alien, seeing an alien's perspective on humanity, the superficiality of humanity, the kindness of humanity. Now, the first time I saw this film, I did not like Scarlett Johansson's character at all, because I'm like, she's just going around killing men. What is there to like about her? It's just like devoid of complete emotion. And then I thought about it, and can you blame a lion for eating a gazelle? Can you blame a Venus flytrap for luring a bug into its trap and clamping down on him? No, you can't. That's nature. That is what nature is. Scarlett Johansson is a Venus flytrap, luring men into her trap and then feeding them to her mothership. Now, up until the midway point, we had only seen the superficial side of humanity. These men who just wanted ScarJo for her looks, who were lured into her van because they wanted to have sex with her, and they just saw what was on the surface. Now, up until this point, like I said, every man she had met just saw what was on the surface, just wanted to have sex with her because of her beauty, and then she meets this man. A man by appearance is a complete outsider, but then when she spends time with him, when she's planning to lure him into her trap and feed his insides to the mothership, she learns he's a kind man underneath the skin. And then she makes a choice that alters the course of her life, and she lets this man go. Now, this is where the motorcycle man's going to come in a minute, and I'm going to explain his purpose in the film. ScarJo begins this journey of self-discovery, this conflicted journey. Now she has met superficial humanity, but she has also met good humanity. She has met kind, compassionate human beings. She's looking at herself in the mirror, so much conflict, and she has almost a moment of realization. She makes a choice to be human and abandon her alien ways and abandon her mission. Enter Motorcycle Man. Who is the Motorcycle Man? The Motorcycle Man is also an alien. There are two aliens in this film. There is ScarJo and there is Motorcycle Man. The Motorcycle Man is very much a superior to ScarJo, making sure that she does her mission of feeding humans to the mothership. That is her mission. She's there on Earth to collect human beings and feed them to the mothership. And the motorcycle man is watching her to make sure she does her mission. When she lets this man go, and then when she chooses to become a human, at that point it is no longer a movie about a predator hunting the prey. Scarlett Johansson's role in this film switches from a predator to a prey, and she's being hunted by her former superior, Motorcycle Man, an alien. Throughout this film, you don't know the Motorcycle Man's intentions, but you feel this sort of impending doom when he's on screen, and you ultimately learn he was there to make sure she was doing her job, and she did not do her job, and now he is going to kill her. So Motorcycle Man kills this dude that ScarJo let go, and then he's after ScarJo. Ultimately, ScarJo and Motorcycle Man never meet in this film. They never once meet, because ScarJo is killed in a forest by a man who sees her for her beauty, tries to rape her, but then once he sees what is under the skin, he is repulsed, terrified, and burns her to death. And that is the end of ScarJo's character. I always sort of thought it would have been cool if she didn't die at the end, and if she chose to be human and she went off and the film ends with the Motorcycle Man hunting her but never getting to her, and you're left wondering, does he ever catch up to her? Does he ever find her? How many other aliens are there living among us that are just wearing human skin and have chosen to be human? But if you've made it this far, my question to you is, what do you think Jonathan Glazer was trying to say with this ending? Was ScarJo ultimately wrong to choose humanity over her alien life? Does it mean that the bad in humans outweighs the good? What do you think it means, and why did Glazer choose this ending? I'd be really curious to hear other people's perspective on this. If you liked this video, hit the like and subscribe button. If you hated this video, hit the hate and unsubscribe button. Ultimately, Under the Skin is a brilliant look at humanity. It is a third-party perspective, an alien's perspective on the good and evil of humankind as we see our world through the lens of an alien. I love this film so much. Let me know what you think about this movie. Let me know what you think about the ending. I have an Etsy shop if you want to check out. I make hand-painted horror hats. This is a Friday the 13th hat. This is a Ghostface killer hat. Check out etsy.com/shop/evilbroomstick or evilbroomstick.com. Let me know what movie you'd like me to do a dissected about, and maybe I'll do it. And is Under the Skin one of your favorite movies, or do you hate it?